Marching Towards Freedom, the echo of Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream. Martin Luther King Jr., born on January 15, 1929, in Atlanta, Georgia, was a beacon of hope and a symbol of resilience in the face of racial injustice. From an early age, King experienced the stinging reality of segregation, cultivating in him a profound commitment to the pursuit of racial equality. As a leader in the civil rights movement, his unwavering dedication to nonviolent civil disobedience became a catalyst for change, resonating across the nation and beyond. Chapter 1: The Road to Washington. The road to the historic March on Washington was paved with both challenges and milestones, one notable precursor being the Birmingham Campaign of 1963. It was here in Birmingham, Alabama, that peaceful protesters faced brutal retaliation, and it was within the confines of a Birmingham jail that King penned his famous "Letter from Birmingham Jail," a resonant call for nonviolent resistance and solidarity. The organizing forces behind the march were a composite of dedicated leaders and visionaries. Philip Randolph, a venerable labor leader, was the first to propose the idea of a mass gathering in Washington, D.C. Bayard Rustin, with his strategic acumen and organizing prowess, was the architect of the march's logistics, orchestrating the monumental event with precision. The young and impassioned John Lewis represented the voice of youth and the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, bringing to the forefront the vitality and urgency of the next generation's perspective. The March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom, as it was officially called, was not merely a protest, but a profound declaration of the dual objectives of jobs and freedom. It echoed the collective demand for an end to racial segregation and discrimination in schools, housing, and employment. The march was also a plea for economic justice and equal opportunity, particularly in employment, highlighting the inseparability of racial and economic justice in the quest for a truly equitable society. Chapter 2: A Gathering for Justice. On August 28, 1963, the National Mall in Washington, D.C., transformed into a monumental sea of humanity, as over 250,000 individuals converged in a powerful display of unity and purpose. The atmosphere was electric, a tangible blend of hope, anticipation, and resolve permeating the air, as a diverse crowd of men, women, and children of all races and backgrounds gathered to demand justice and equality. The crowd wasn't just a mere assembly, it was a living, breathing embodiment of solidarity. People from different walks of life, each with their stories of struggle and aspiration, stood shoulder to shoulder, their voices melding into a harmonious chorus for justice. The gathering symbolized a collective awakening, a shared realization of the power inherent in unity and peaceful resistance. While King's words are the most remembered, the march was enriched by a multitude of voices, each contributing to the multifaceted narrative of the civil rights movement. John Lewis's impassioned plea, Mahalia Jackson's stirring melodies, and Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence echoed alongside King, weaving a tapestry of diverse but converging messages and demands. This diversity in voices and perspectives painted a holistic portrait of the march, offering a multifaceted view of the fight for civil rights. Chapter 3: I Have a Dream. Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech, "I Have a Dream," is immortalized in the annals of history, not just for its eloquence, but for its profound resonance and timeless message. King's words transcended the immediate moment, painting a vivid picture of a nation where freedom and justice are not selective, but universal. The speech, characterized by its rhythmic cadence and poetic imagery, was more than a mere collection of words. It was a distillation of King's vision, his philosophy of love and nonviolent protest encapsulated in every syllable. It was a clarion call to the conscience of a nation, urging America to live up to its foundational ideals of liberty and equality. The immediate reaction to King's address was a testament to its power and impact. The speech echoed in the hearts of the attendees and reverberated across the nation and the world, marking a watershed moment in the civil rights movement. The eloquence of King's words, and the purity of his vision united those who heard him in a shared dream of a future unmarred by racial prejudice and injustice. "I Have a Dream" is not merely a speech, it is an enduring symbol of the ongoing struggle for racial equality, a reminder of the power of words to inspire change, and a beacon of hope for future generations to continue the fight for a world where freedom and justice are inalienable rights, not distant dreams. Chapter 4: Ripples of Freedom. The March on Washington and King's iconic speech set forth ripples of freedom and equality that would reverberate through the decades. The immediate impacts were palpable, instilling a newfound sense of hope and determination in millions, and serving as a catalyst for tangible legislative change. The profound echo of the gathering and King's words played a pivotal role in propelling the civil rights movement forward, focusing the eyes of the world on the imperative of racial justice. It was this collective call for equality and rights that influenced pivotal legislations like the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, landmark enactments that aimed to dismantle the institutionalized racial discrimination permeating American society. The march and the speech not only influenced legislative action but also shifted the tides of public opinion, bringing the discourse on racial equality and justice into the living rooms of everyday Americans, prompting reflection, dialogue, and, ultimately, transformation. The momentous event marked a significant stride in the ongoing journey for civil rights, sowing seeds of change and fostering a growing consciousness and commitment to racial equality and justice. The ripples created by the march and the speech continue to intersect with and inspire subsequent generations and movements, reflecting the enduring relevance and transformative power of that historic day. Chapter 5: The Legacy of a Dream. Martin Luther King Jr.'s legacy is a beacon of light in the ongoing global dialogue on racial equality and justice. His dream, so eloquently articulated on that summer day in 1963, transcends time and space, continuing to inspire millions around the world in their pursuit of a more equitable and inclusive society. This legacy became even more poignant following his assassination on April 4, 1968, a brutal reminder of the cost of the fight for equality. The enduring impact of King's life and words is a testament to his unyielding commitment to nonviolence, love, and equality. While monumental progress has been made since King's time, his untimely death underscores the continued urgency of the quest for racial equality and justice. Modern movements and dialogues echo King's vision and values, and his dream resonates globally, reflecting the universal yearning for freedom, equality, and dignity. The murder of Martin Luther King Jr. was a tragic moment in history, but it served to galvanize further the resolve of those committed to the ideals he championed. His dream is not just a reflection of past struggles but a living, breathing call to action. It challenges each one of us to embrace and act upon the principles King lived by, to contribute to the realization of a world where the color of one's skin does not determine one's destiny. In reflection, King's dream is not just a symbol of hope but also a challenge, an eternal reminder of the power of love, nonviolence, and equality. It invites us to continue his work, to ensure that his dream and his sacrifices are not in vain, and to illuminate the path towards a more just, inclusive, and harmonious world.